Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I have my January reads with me. January has been an amazing reading month for me. I read 7 books and I have never read so much, but maybe this was because all the books were amazing or because it's a new year. We'll have to see how the rest of the year goes, but yes, January was an amazing month. So let's get started. Okay, so the very first book that I completed was Book Lovers by Emily Henry. Um, this has been one of my most favorite books by Emily Henry. I have read a funny story beach read. I am in the middle of beach read, and I have also read Happy Place, but Book Lovers has been one of my most favorite. I really like the lead character and the story as well. It's a small town romance. At the same time, it it has been very good to read and it's a fast read. uh, I really like both the characters surprisingly in this book. My second favorite book was Funny Story. A lot of people or the popular opinion is that Happy Place and Beach Read are her best works, but I really loved Book Lovers much more than Happy Place. I will not comment on Beach Read because I'm yet to finish. So this book I started last year, and I sort of left it somewhere in between, and this was the first book I picked up this year and I absolutely loved it. It is a 4.25 stars for me. It could have been a 5 star, but this is not something that I'm sure, like, I will not remember the story for a very long time. It was a very good read while I was reading it, but nothing that had a long lasting impression on me. So yeah, this is a 4.25 stars for this book. Then my next book was You've Reached Sam. Again, this was very popular on BookTok and Bookstagram, I think last year or in 2023. I had bought this book when it was popular, but I didn't read it simply because, when I read the background, I thought it's a sad story, and I never just, went to like this. I never picked this book up. But that being said, it I don't think it's a sad story anymore. It's a very nice slice of life kind of a book. If you like watching anime, it will give you that feels. That being said, it does have death and afterlife as a concept in the book. But yeah, I didn't really think it's a sad book. I gave this 4 stars, and the only reason I gave this 4 stars is because at the end of the book there were still some questions that were unanswered for me. I don't know if it's just me or if it was for everyone, but this book as a read was amazing. It was so calming, and I could just keep on reading, and the chapters are small, the book size is small, so I like such books which, I can just go through pages, just like anything. So yes, this is a 4 star book. It could have really been a 5 star book had all my questions been answered at the end. Then the next book I read is Days at the Morisaki Bookshop. One of my friend was reading it, and then I went to Crossword and I could see this book everywhere all of a sudden. So I just bought it. This is a very short book, and again, it is set up in Japan, and it's about a second-hand bookstore. And as a book lover, reading about the main character being in and around books all the time, reading different kinds of books, that was very calming. And it does not have a very dramatic story, but it's a very, again, slice of life kind of a book, where, every day the character goes through her everyday life. There are ups and downs. There are a lot of books in the story, and a very simple, calming, peaceful read. While it does not have a lot of drama, I did manage to finish it in a day or two because it was so engaging, and I immediately bought the next book as well, which I am currently reading, and it will be in my Feb reads. So yes, it's a very short book, very sweet book, easy to read, easy language, and very peaceful. This book is a 5 star read. I could not find any flaws. It's amazing. I enjoyed it, and this is something that I will remember for a very long time, and I would probably like to reread So that is why it's a 5-star book. Then I picked up the Folk of the Air series, The Cruel Prince, The Wicked King, and The Queen of Nothing. Two of these books I read while filming How Much I Read in a Week. This book is absolutely amazing. This entire series for me, each and every book is a 5-star. I picked up Cruel Prince last year, and I think I read around 3/4 of this book. But for some reason, maybe I purchased some other new book or something, and I left this in between. But when I picked it up this time, I just could not put it down. This book, I think I read 2.5 books in 7 days. I mean, that says a lot considering my reading speed, or considering how much I read on a regular day. Finishing 2.5 books in a week has been amazing. I just could not put it down. Again, one thing I really like about this book is very small, and the chapters are small, so I don't feel like, oh my god, when will the chapter end. And it was so interesting, and the ending of this book, each and every book was so shocking. I did not expect that, and I am glad that I did not read this book while it was ongoing. Otherwise, I would have waited and waited and waited for next book, and I'm glad I did not have to do that. All the 3 books, it's amazing. If you like a fantasy book, if you're a first-time fantasy reader, I would really recommend this book. It's so easygoing, so quick-paced. I'm sure you will just finish it in a week. It's that good. So yes, the entire series is 5-star. Each and every book is 5-star. And the last book that I read is Tuesdays with Morrie. This book again is a book that I started last year, but I did not get through it, not because it's not good. This is again a 5-star read, but I started reading it again this year from page 1, and this book is so nice. It's a book that I picked up my highlighter and highlighted key things. If you want to read a non-fiction that is also interesting, this is one book that you can start with. It's a 5-star. It has a story, it's based on real life, it has a lot of life lessons, and it will take you through a roller coaster of emotions. You will feel good at times, you will feel bad at times, you might even end up crying. So it's everything packaged in a single book. It has emotions, lessons, drama, stories, and life in general. So definitely recommend this book if you want to start with a non-fiction. Tuesdays with Morrie is one of the best books, and it's a 5-star read. So that is all for my January reads. These are the books that I read, and I hope to have an equally amazing February as well. Thank you everyone. Thank you for watching.